Have you ever wondered if sharing every fleeting thought and emotion online is truly connecting us, or if it's slowly eroding our inner peace? Imagine a life where your mind is a fortress, your words are deliberate and meaningful, and your peace remains unshakable despite the chaos around you. If this vision intrigues you, keep watching. Today, we delve into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to explore the dangers of oversharing in our hyper-connected era. Let's begin this journey by uncovering how the Stoics viewed self-control, the importance of discretion, and how these principles can help us overcome the destructive emotions that arise from oversharing. The Stoics, a group of ancient philosophers from Greece and Rome, believed in cultivating a mindset that could withstand life's inevitable trials. Central to their philosophy was the practice of self-control, which they saw as essential to achieving inner tranquility. According to Stoicism, not every thought or emotion needs to be shared. Instead, the Stoics taught that we should scrutinize our impulses, sharing only what is necessary and beneficial. This approach contrasts sharply with today's culture of constant sharing, where social media platforms encourage us to broadcast every detail of our lives. Oversharing can lead to a host of negative emotions, such as anxiety, regret, and vulnerability. By constantly seeking external validation, we become dependent on the opinions of others, which can undermine our self-esteem and sense of self-worth. The Stoics warned against this, advocating for a focus on internal validation and the cultivation of personal virtues. Discretion, another core tenet of Stoicism, involves the judicious management of our thoughts and words. It's about understanding the power of restraint and the value of keeping some things private. In a world where privacy is increasingly rare, practicing discretion can help us maintain our mental health and personal boundaries. When we overshare, we expose ourselves to judgment and criticism, which can be emotionally draining. By being more selective about what we share, we protect our inner peace and build resilience against external pressures. Embracing Stoic principles can transform how we navigate our digital lives. By practicing self-control and discretion, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by the chaos of the online world. Instead of seeking constant validation from others, we can find fulfillment in our own growth and development. So, as we journey through the wisdom of Stoicism, let's learn to safeguard our minds, speak with intention, and preserve the tranquility that comes from within. In our quest for connection, we often mistake quantity for quality. The digital age has fueled this misconception, leading us to believe that constant sharing will bring us closer to others. We broadcast our lives through a barrage of posts, tweets, and stories, thinking that each update fortifies our social bonds. Yet, how often have we felt an eerie sense of isolation after sharing something deeply personal online? This paradox stems from a fundamental flaw in our understanding of connection. The incessant need to broadcast every thought can lead to superficial relationships, ones where true understanding and empathy are rare commodities. In these virtual realms, likes and comments become poor substitutes for genuine interaction, leaving us craving real human touch. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom underscores the importance of our inner world over the external validation we often seek. By valuing silence and introspection, we allow our actions and character to speak louder than our words. This approach fosters genuine bonds built on mutual respect and understanding. When we engage in deep self-reflection, we cultivate an authentic self that resonates more profoundly with others. It's in these quiet moments of introspection that we find clarity, purpose, and a true sense of self. As we navigate our hyper-connected world, it's crucial to remember that true connection doesn't require a constant online presence. Instead, it thrives in the spaces between the noise, where silence and thoughtfulness prevail. By embracing these moments, we can create relationships that are not just based on fleeting interactions, but on a deeper, more meaningful foundation. Quality over quantity is not just an adage. It's a guiding principle for forging real connections in an age dominated by superficial ones. Through introspection and mindful interaction, we can reclaim the depth and richness of human relationships, making our quest for connection a journey of true discovery and mutual respect. Consider Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. Despite his fame, Zeno preferred the quiet company of his thoughts over the clamor of public acclaim. His wisdom wasn't in frequent speeches, but in the deliberate and meaningful words he chose to share. Zeno's life teaches us the power of measured speech and the strength found in restraint. In today's context, social media tempts us with the illusion of connection. Yet, how often do we find ourselves feeling isolated amidst constant digital interactions? The Stoic approach invites us to step back and reflect on the quality of our connections. In an era where every thought, every moment, is broadcast to the world, Zeno's practice of quiet contemplation seems almost revolutionary. He understood that true wisdom and connection come not from the quantity of our interactions, but from their depth and authenticity. While social media platforms promise us an endless stream of engagement, they often leave us craving genuine human contact. Zeno's teachings remind us that it is in the spaces of silence, in the pauses between words, that we often find our truest selves and our most meaningful connections. Reflecting on Zeno's life, we see a man who embraced solitude not as a retreat, but as a source of strength. His ability to listen, to himself, to others, to the world around him, was the foundation of his philosophy. This mindful approach to communication is a stark contrast to the rapid-fire exchanges that dominate our digital age. In emulating Zeno, we are encouraged to slow down, to choose our words with care, and to engage in conversations that nourish our souls rather than deplete them. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, Zeno's example offers a timeless lesson. It urges us to seek depth over breadth, to value quality over quantity in our interactions. By prioritizing meaningful connections and practicing the art of deliberate speech, we can foster a sense of community and belonging that transcends the superficiality of social media. In doing so, we honor the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature and with our true selves, finding peace and fulfillment in the simple act of being present. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, warned, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When we overshare, we expose ourselves to the judgments and opinions of others, often exacerbating our anxieties and insecurities. This constant need for validation can create a vicious cycle where our self-worth becomes tethered to the reactions of others. To maintain our inner peace, we must learn to guard our thoughts and emotions, sharing them only with those who have earned our trust and respect. By doing so, we protect our mental fortitude and preserve our emotional equilibrium. Reflect on Seneca's wisdom, who advised his students to retreat into their own minds to find peace. "As long as you live, keep learning how to live," he said. This learning process involves recognizing the triggers of our distress and addressing them from within rather than seeking external validation. By cultivating an inner sanctuary, we create a buffer against the chaos of the outside world. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Self-control is at the heart of Stoicism, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. When we overshare, we relinquish control over our narrative, allowing external forces to shape our perception of self. True strength lies in our ability to maintain composure and restraint even in the face of adversity. In our digital age, discretion is a valuable skill that can help us navigate the complexities of online communication. Marcus Aurelius wrote, The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Discretion, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, allows us to cultivate the quality of our thoughts by choosing carefully what we share and with whom. It is through this selective sharing that we maintain the sanctity of our inner world, protecting it from the turbulence of external opinions. At the heart of Stoicism lies the principle of overcoming destructive emotions. Epictetus eloquently put it, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." Oversharing can amplify our destructive emotions as we seek solace in the validation of others rather than addressing the root causes of our distress. To conquer these emotions, we must turn inward and confront our fears and anxieties with honesty and courage. By mastering our emotions, we not only elevate our own lives, but also become beacons of strength and stability for those around us. Consider the example of Cato the Younger, a Stoic hero who remained steadfast in his principles despite immense pressure and adversity. His unwavering commitment to his values, even in the face of personal loss, exemplifies the power of overcoming destructive emotions through Stoic practice. In our journey towards self-mastery, we must heed the wisdom of the Stoics and recognize the dangers of oversharing. By valuing discretion, self-control, and authentic connections, we preserve our inner peace and fortitude. Let us strive to embody the principles of Stoicism not just in our words, but in our actions, inspiring others to do the same. Remember, we are not defined by the opinions of others, but by the strength of our character and the quality of our thoughts. Embrace the power of restraint and thoughtful expression, and you will discover a wellspring of inner strength and tranquility that no amount of external validation can provide. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.